Good morning, everyone. Yesterday, I had a good reading time with the book Robot Proof by Professor Joseph Young. I grabbed a nice phrase from it. That was creativity combined with mental flexibility has made us unique and the most successful species on the planet. At the same time, the question that came to my mind was however advanced the man is, can AI be more advanced than man? I suppose most of you guys have thought of the same question at least once in your lifetime. So let's discover the answer for this difficult yet interesting question throughout this session. Permission from the honorable examiners and my dear friends. First, I'll introduce my team, Smarten Up with AI. I'm Jananjaya Chintan, and my team members are Siti Kalonidu, Harit Fernando, Kesaru Hasun, Vikum Mushala, Tulmin Pereira, Risandi Bonara, Gihansi Umesha, Senuri Navindya, and Diniti Kurupu. Moving on to our topic, artificial intelligence. What is intelligence? The word intelligence derives from Latin nouns intelligentia or intellectus, referring to the computational ability to achieve goals in the world. Varying kinds and degrees of intelligence occur in people, many animals, and some machines. What is artificial intelligence? This is a computer science and engineering field that deals with development of smart machines that can work and respond similarly to human. And now, Dinity is going to take you through the goals and objectives of AI. It's up to you, Dinity.
Thank you, Jananjaya. Every technology has its own goals and objectives. So does AI. The goal of AI is actually improving computer functions which are related to human knowledge, reasoning, learning, and problem solving. What is reasoning? This is basically judgment, decision making, and predictions. What about learning? It is enhancing the awareness of the subject studied, thus teaching machines to plan and navigate around the world we live in, perceiving it the way humans do. What is problem solving? This is applying of logic with decision-making concept. To achieve this goal, it is essential to include general intelligence to machines such as emotional intelligence and intuition creativity. So next, what are the objectives of AI? AI explores the way which a machine can reason, think and act like a human. What is the primary objective of an AI looks like? Fundamentally, primary objective of AI is performing complex tasks, then helping with planning and problem solving, creating synergy between humans and AI, preparing for booming big data and completing multiple tasks are the other supplementary objectives of AI. Thank you.
Thank you, Dinity. It's time to discover the history and evolution of AI. My friends, Sitika and Kesaru are ready to deliver their findings on those topics. Over to you, Sitika.
Thank you, Jan. Let's carry on with the history of AI. Artificial intelligence is a subset of computer science that focuses on machine-driven intelligence, and the term artificial intelligence was coined in 1956 at a Dartmouth College in Hampshire. John McCarthy is widely recognized as the father of AI, and artificial intelligence launched the fourth industrial revolution to the world. But the idea of AI had developed a lot more prior than that. Philosophers, scientists, mathematicians, and engineers helped to develop the idea of AI. Aristotle, George Boole, Gottfried Leibniz, Al-Jazari, Pierre Jacques-Ross, among many more. Also, by the 19th century, ideas about artificial men and thinking machines were developed in fiction, as in Mary Shelley's Frankenstein or Karel Čapek's RUR, and speculations such as Samuel Butler's Drawing Among the Machines, and in real-world instances, including Edgar Allan Poe's Maslow's chess player. That's all I'm sharing about the history, and let's move on to the past and present of AI. First, let's see how AI can be interacted with Internet of Things, also known as IoT. an important application of AI and how it makes our day-to-day life awesome in the present world.
When everything becomes linked with everything else, matter becomes mind and the possibilities become endless. Imagine 50 billion IoT connected devices by 2020. Smart devices in your home, your car, your workplace, or even on yourself. The world becomes alive. That's Internet of Things. The Internet of Things is making everyday objects into data factories. When Internet of Things, along with big data, meets artificial intelligence, this interface will become enlivened with intelligence, and a new world will take birth which will increasingly talk back to us. Imagine the kind of world that it would be. Imagine the revolution it will usher in the way we see the world. The external world will become the extension of our mind, like an extension of our thoughts. Imagine a world that is responsive, a world that is optimized for human creativity, a world that is intelligent. The Internet of Things is a breeding ground for new AI-driven solutions and experiences, from self-driving cars to intelligent homes to health. Welcome to the world of endless possibilities.
Okay then, Kesaru will continue the rest of this section. Thank you. Over to you, Kesaru.
Thank you, Sifika. Evolution of AI concept happened with evolution of computers. Idea of artificial or machinery intelligence goes back to when Charles Babbage makes his analytical machine. But until the introduction of automata theory by Alan Turing, AI was not a practical thing among the mathematical and computing theories developed. It depicts the study of abstract and self-operating machines. With the beginning of machine learning, AI began to spread into various sectors. AI self-learning games, AI robots, AI chatbots, AI in automobiles are some revolutionary inventions related with those sectors. All this invention led to the democratization of AI. After that, AI achieved the present deep learning stage. If we talk moreover about the revolutionary inventions, AI robotics is a platform for robots using artificial intelligence for optimization, predictive and prospective maintenance. Electro was the first AI robot with humanoid in appearance. He could talk 700 words. To power up AI virtual assistants. Well-known Google Assistant, Cortana, Alexa, Siri are some of examples for them. Then, if we take AI in gaming, in 1997, an IBM computer called IBM Deep Blue beat the world chess champion Garry Kasparov after a 6-game match. It received massive media coverage around the world. It was the classic plot line of man versus machine. And more interestingly, AlphaGo project. In 2015, Google DeepMind AI algorithm AlphaGo beats a professional player of game Go. Want to know more about AlphaGo? Here we go.
Go is the world's oldest continuously played board game. It is one of the simplest and also most abstract.
Beating a professional player at Go is a long-standing challenge of artificial intelligence.
Everything we've ever tried in AI just falls over when you try the game of Go.
The number of possible configurations of the board is more than the number of atoms in the universe.
AlphaGo found a way to learn how to play Go.
So far, AlphaGo has beaten every challenge we've given it, but we won't know its true strength until we play somebody who is at the top of the world, like Lisa Doll.
A match like no other is about to get underway in South Korea.
They said all is to go what Roger Federer is to tennis.
Just the very thought of a machine playing a human is inherently intriguing.
The place is a madhouse.
Welcome to the DeepMind Challenge.
The whole world is watching.
Can Lee Sedol find AlphaGo's weakness? Whoa. Is there, in fact, a weakness?
The game kind of turned on its axis.
Look at his face.
That is not a confident face.
It's developing into a very, very dangerous fight.
Ooh, hold the phone. Lee has left the room.
In the end, it is about pride.
I think something went wrong.
Yeah, it's made a mistake.
It's gotta pronounce America.
These ideas that are driving AlphaGo are going to drive our future.
This is it, folks.
I invite you all to watch AlphaGo documentary. You can find it free on YouTube. I suppose that's enough for past and present of AI. More exciting things would be happen in future. My friends are ready to talk about them. Thank you.
Thank you, Kesaru and Sitika. Up next, Gihansi is ready to bring you to the future of AI. It's up to you, Gihansi.
Thank you, Jananjay. What would the future of AI be like? AI is impacting the future of virtually literally every industry and every human being. AI will be a technological innovator for the foreseeable future. Modern AI systems can capture and understand their environment in real time. They can make optimal decisions based on multiple signals in milliseconds. People have predicted that in the future, we would have a lot more interesting innovations using AI technology. First, let's examine the upcoming inventions of AI. Some of them are AI chips, AI in quantum computing, brainbox AI, fully automated driving, and the rollout of robotaxi, Hadoop ecosystem, and AI and vaccine development. Then, it's time to discuss about the fields which AI could develop more. We can identify fields in which AI could develop more under three majors. They are speech recognition, computer vision, and computer language processing. Thank you.
All after that, what's your opinion about AI? Will it become more smarter than humans? So, our friend Vikum is ready to talk about that. Right, Vikum?
Yes, Jana, thank you. In the paper published last year titled When Now Will AI Exceed Human Intelligence, it was announced that human-level machine intelligence has a 50% chance of occurring within 45 years and 10% chance of occurring within 9 years. According to my option, it is that AI might have a chance to be smarter than humans, but human beings have grown to be the most intelligent and the dominant species on Earth. What if by 2045, humans will no longer need to solve problems? Instead of them, machine will solve our problems. Okay then, let's talk about some future predictions on AI. AI could either make all our dreams come true or destroy as we know it. So let's discover some future predictions on AI. Spoiler alert, you'll be possibly amazed, blown away, or lost in thoughts. Let's go. It is predicted that computers will solve all our problems known to human race. Using data entered, programs will be able to analyze massive amounts of information, identify trends, and come up with solutions to the world's biggest problems, such as hunger and diseases around 2045. Machine will become our best friends, advisors, and caretakers. As machines get more intelligent and better adapt to their users, people may end up preferring to spend time with machines over people. Moreover, robots and AI could provide excellent care and support for the elderly, the ill, and the disabled. The best example for this is the companion robot named Pepper, who was programmed to read human emotions. The most interesting prediction is that humans do not have to work anymore. All our current positions will shift in the next decade. We will have to learn new skills or new professions due to this automation. The positive thing is that we will have more time and energy to spend in more creative and meaningful work. Hey Elon Musk, what's going to happen to the human workforce with the evolution of AI?
What's going to happen is robots will be able to do everything better than us. I'm including, I mean, all of us, you know. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what to do about this. This is really like the scariest problem to me, I'll tell you. Yeah, so I really think we need government regulation here, just to, because this is, you know, ensuring the public good is served. Because you've got companies that are racing, that they kind of have to race to build AI, or they're going to be made uncompetitive. You know, like essentially, if your competitor is racing to build AI and you don't, they will crush you. So then you're like, we don't want to be crushed. So, you know, I guess we need to build it too. That's where you need the regulators to come in and say, hey guys, you all need to really, you know, just pause and make sure this is safe. And like when it's cool and we're convinced, and the regulators are convinced that it's safe to proceed, then you can go. But otherwise, slow down. But you kind of need the regulators to do that for all the teams in the game. You know, I mean, there's like something like 12% of jobs are transport. Transport will be one of the first things to go fully autonomous. But when I say everything, like the robots will be able to do everything.
Yes. In addition to this example, we will also be enhanced by the technology. We will become superhumans living in sync with AI. We will be able to upload our minds to the cloud and reach immortality. And also, we could accurately predict the future based on the data and high-level analytics. Okay then, thank you. It's up to you, Tulmi.
Thank you. While the opportunities of AI are great, there are risks involved. Those risks can be identified as challenges. So I'm going to talk about them. What are the challenges that affect the future of AI? In terms of challenges, there's the risk of datasets and algorithms can reflect or reinforce gender, racial, or ideological bases. AI can deepen inequalities by automating routing, tasks, and displacing jobs. The software that runs cell phones, security cameras, and electrical grids can have security flaws. These can lead to threats of money and identity or internet and electricity failures. New threats to international peace and security can also emerge from advancing AI technologies. For example, machine language can be used to generate fake audio and video to influence votes, policymaking, and governance. In order to overcome these challenges, we have to follow prerequisites. Keep doing mathematics, namely calculus, statistics, and probability. Need to have a good amount of experience in programming, practice understanding and writing algorithms, continuing strong background in data analytics skills, a good amount of knowledge in discrete mathematics. Last but not least, will to learn machine learning are some prerequisites for those challenges that would affect the future. On the other hand, adaptation for those challenges is very important. Simply, adaptation means the act of process of changing to better suit or situation. We also have to adapt for those situations. Our future. Thank you. That's all I was supposed to be present.
Thank you, Tulmi. That's the end of one section of our presentation. But the most interesting parts are yet to come. Now I invite Risandeep to present you about the pros and cons of AI.
Thank you, Jananjay. First, we go through the advantages. We know that they have the ability to finish tasks faster than a human and difficult work done in short period of time, which means less errors and less time used to do a task in a short period of time, and success ratio is high. Another advantage we have is we only need less space and less size. They also calculate complex and long-term situations, and more importantly, AI could use to discover unexplored things. Okay then, let's see what are the disadvantages we have on AI. Previously, I thought that AI is a huge threat to all of us. But few amazing facts changed my thoughts to a different side. So don't we discuss them? Do you think that human jobs affect and unemployment problem won't increase? Yes, because this above graph shows how share of jobs requiring AI skills has increased in the job market. So we know that AI can help them to discover opportunities to truly advance their unique traits of imagination, creativity, and quest for purpose. In doing so, we will be able to solve bigger problems such as hunger, poverty, disease, and ignorance. Will younger generation become lazy? But on July 20th, China State Council has issued a seminal document entitled a Next Generation Artificial Intelligence Development Plan to solve that issue for a better future. Have you guys ever imagined that there will be a solution for the fact that creativity will depend upon the programmer and lacks human touch? Let's see. AI simply helps people to do what they love better and faster while opening the door to new and exciting ways to experiment. With experience, we know that program mismatch sometimes done opposite to the command. So to solve that problem, SEI is developing a machine-readable, ML-enabled system elemental descriptors, a way of detecting and preventing those mismatches. I thought that it will require a lot of time and money to do this, but funding has increased 20% last year alone, as the graph shows, with the startup based in US and China nabbing over 80% of all investment in 2020. The most important fact is that technological dependency won't increase anymore. If you are displaying signs of technology addiction, it may be time to take some drastic measurements to prevent it from affecting other areas of family's life. Check out some ways to prevent an addiction towards electrical devices. Let's see what are they. Turn off push notifications as the first step. Also, you can schedule your times to check your phone or at least be mindful about it. Don't forget to use technological methods for positive users only, and set expectations around email response time. Now you know how AI in fact helps to create this world a better place. Let's see what Gihansi have to conclude the AI topic. Thank you.
Thank you, Risandi. Is AI a bane or a boon? That's the quiz appear in everyone's mind since the start. As the best answer for that, I suggest this popular quote from Ray Kurzweil, an American inventor and a futurist. It is essential to realize that AI is meant to make our lives better. It can be considered a tool to assist us to rise above our circumstances. In the emergence of AI technology, we may need to adapt and reassess ourselves. AI just finished with its period of infancy. It has ramifications that yet remain unknown to everyone. The effort and research can bring surprising innovations in the future. Up to you, Jananji.
Like this, we can see that human workforce is smarten up with AI. That's our opinion. What about yours? It's time to think. So, thank you. Have a nice day.
Right, okay. Please close the screen. Please switch off the screen sharing. We're going to get the Viva session for you, right? So then from here after, we'll be having a small Viva session based on our examiners, right? Okay. So then our first question. So actually, first of all, I would like to congratulate your team, Team 1. You have done a very good job. So it is well organized than we expected. It is well beyond the limits, right? So then you'll be getting good marks, I think. Okay, so then Chitara, so you're going to ask a question from our students, right? Okay, so then good morning. You can ask the question.
Good morning, sir.
Right.
So good morning, kids. So as in your presentation, you all been presenting and talking about many AI applications in real life. Also in day-to-day life, there are tons of instances where we use AI like facial detection and recognitions, text editors or audio corrections, auto corrections, chatbots, social media, e-payments, digital assistants. So these are some kind of places where we use AI. So all these applications are made up by coding algorithms and all. You might know some applications or some different examples for these different software platforms for development of AI. So tell me some of them.
Right, Chitara, can you shorten the question simply? What you are expecting at the end, so then our team members can just answer for that one. Just can you shorten it small?
What are some different software platforms for AI development?
Very good, that's clear. Right, so then team members, including the lead and all the other stuff, so you can answer the question, but we are taking your response time, right? Because we know you can just search this one from internet and you can give the time, but if you know each one or two softwares, you can just give the answer. If you are getting late, we'll be deducting the marks for that, and you have to explain your question also to a certain extent. Okay, who is explaining the answer?
Hey, technically, all over the world, a lot of companies doing researches about AI and AI development inventions. So, including Alibaba and Microsoft, Google, basically Google, and so that development causes a lot of healing. It's like development related to medical field, and also technically AI develops in every other field, but medical field and is very important because like if you use AI for development of medical field, which means you can heal a lot of people from the suffering of their own disabilities. So I watched a documentary about that. It's called AI. I'm not sure the name of the documentary, but that documentary is like a YouTube TV series. You can watch it online. So they use a lot of research. They do a lot of researches to heal, to develop AI in medical faculty and also medical industry, and also
yes, Pata, I want to disturb your answer. Yes, because Chitara, you're asking some about softwares and some platforms, right? So then, but this answer is not explaining that idea, I think. What is your idea? Right. Okay.
I think that.
Yeah.
I think so that I'm asking the questions like related, like you all been knowing that we are making that different coding systems for these kind of artificial intelligence things. So I'm asking the basic concept like a development software program for artificial intelligence. Just an example.
Okay. So the best example is for machine learning, like the Google have provided a free application for machine learning. The name is oh my god, I forgot the name, but they have given a lot of free applications and the platforms to develop artificial intelligence and learn artificial intelligence too. Not even Google, including Apple and their huge companies for free.
They are dealing with time. So then if you couldn't give the direct answer, I mean, there's an issue with that. Okay, so we have 2 more questions ready. Chitara, you can give your answer and give your comments on your team and then about the marks also, right?
Yes, sir. There's one software platform which is done by the Google. It's Google Cloud AL platform. And there are some more examples like Microsoft Azure AL platform, Rainbird, Dialogflow. These are some kind of different softwares used for AI development.
Right, it's clear. So then I'll ask you your marks at the end of the session, right? At the end of the session. So then please get ready with your marks. Creativity, organization, you have to give out marks out of 5. Then the accuracy and the content, you have to give marks out of 5. And then presentation and skills, presentation skills and the overall finish, you have to give 5 marks. And for the Viva questions, I mean the overall questions, not I mean for your question, you can get some marks, and the other 2 questions also you can consider their answering pattern, and you can give the overall mark for the Viva part that you are giving, right? So then out of 20, you can give the marks finally. So Shavinda, you are ready to ask the next question. Okay, yes, please ask the question.
Yes, sir. Good morning, all. Am I clear?
Yeah, it's clear, right?
Okay, thank you. So, artificial intelligence is a very creative topic, and it's very interesting these days, as well as in history and in the past. It has become a very interesting topic. So my question is related to some kind of, I would like to see how creative you guys are. So this is my question. AI robots are simply machines that seems to have most of the human intelligence. Just assume an AI robot is also given the same living characters that a normal human being has, like growth, metabolism, reproduction, like those kinds. Those are the things that are lacked in an AI robot. It's just a machine as we know. So what if we give them all those facilities also? So what are your opinions on this regard? Can it be called another human being if they are given those also in advance to the intelligent brain we are giving to these AI robots? So I would like to see how creative you will defend either in the yes side or no side. That doesn't mind. That is just your opinion. So I'd like to see what your opinion is.
Yes. Can you summarize the question furthermore, Shavinda?
Yeah, sure, sir. Now, it's simply, I'm asking, now AI robots are given the artificial intelligence that is based on those algorithms and those stuff we are in processing to this robot. So I'm asking now, instead of those, if we give other living characters like those that are present in humans, like movement, metabolism and other stuff like those, will an AI robot can be called another human being? What is your opinion on that?
Yeah, very good. It's a logical question. So you can give answers as yes or no, but you have to depend on your answer. Then depending on your responses, I mean your depending ideas, our examiner will give you marks. Okay, please start to.
Statistically, as I know, the lot of AI scientists and researchers, they say like AI robots cannot be as humans, like cannot be wise as humans. But I watched I like the Elon Musk, who is one of the famous CEO in the world, and he's very related to technology, and he says it would be definitely happen because AI is developing so fast and it is endless. So according to it's like, and also it could be like we are living in a simulation, something like that. That's most of people's idea. Like sometimes I'm thinking we are kind of a simulation that of another world, like of another larger world, something like that. But my answer is no, because if it is a yes, the two reasons. If it is a yes, I'm afraid of that, because I don't want to be robots. I don't want robots to be more smarter than humans. And if it would be, I feel like the humankind would be destroyed. And the second thing is I mostly believe, the researchers, like I'm kind of not interested, do not think more about the future, just in the present. Yeah.
Right, Shavina, what's your idea? You can explain your answer and then you can comment on this answer also.
Okay, sir. I really like this Kesaru's opinion. So he said we were a simulation of another universe. So that's really a creative thing. He thought it really creatively. He answered it in a creative manner. And also he stated his opinion, not that he's not believing that, because, that's just a person's opinion. So it can be different on each other's aspects. So, well, it was a great answer for the question. Nice attempt. Thank you.
Okay. Be ready with your marks. Okay, next question you are going to ask from Manuli. Yes, good. You're going to ask a question, another question.
Good morning, sir.
Hi, good morning. We can hear you.
As we all know that AI is one of the major talking points of our century. Lately, the capabilities and limitless potential of AI has led to several debates. So, my question to Team 1 is, would the rise of artificial intelligence lead to the end of humans' ability to reason and perform? As in one of your slides, you have mentioned that humans do not have to work anymore. Wouldn't that cause chaos in the long run?
Right. So then I think the question is clear. I think the other students also can try to give you answers other than Kesaru. If there's any Jananjay or any other one who's trying to give the answer, it's okay. It's open question. So then Manali, can you summarize the question once a minute?
Yes, sir. So my question is, would the rise of artificial intelligence lead to the end of humans' ability to reason and perform?
Yes, Kesaru, question is clear. Is it clear?
Yeah, it is. So my answer is, I don't know what will happen in the future. Just the predictions. Like I'm not a spiritual person. I cannot predict the future accurately. But here's something I know. Like with the development of the technology, like we thought people will become lazy. Okay, so in the 2010 we thought in 2020 people will not have a healthy lifestyle. Okay, yeah, but you can say half of the population do not have the lifestyle because of technology, but that's not the reason. Even before the 2010, you would sometimes you wouldn't agree with me, but even before the 2010, the half of the population's health, not the half, but like 1/3 of the population's health was not because of the technology, but because of some other reasons. Okay, so but what I think is thinking about the humankind be inactive and not progressing AI technology because of that reason, that's not a good point. Okay, that's my opinion. That's not a good point. Like, and also I don't think people will be inactive or mankind will be less active or something like that because of AI. No, it's AI is kind of problem solving and very interesting thing. If the whole world was interested in AI, that wouldn't be a problem. Okay, so if the whole world is like quitting their jobs as a driver, as a fisherman, and go to AI, I don't think that would be a problem, because they can use their industry to build up AIs to that, and they can control them. And
yes, Kesaru, can you summarize your answer? Just because we want the exact answer, can you summarize it within several sentences, like 2 or 3?
All right. So I think that wouldn't be a problem. Yeah, that's it. I don't think that would be a problem.
Right. Manuli, what is your idea about this answer?
Yes, I do believe his answer was really creative. So that was a great attempt.
Right. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. So then we are going to give you a marks now. Right. Okay. So then Chitara is ready to deliver her marks. Actually, I also had a question, but I'm not asking that question now because they had asked very good questions. If the questions were equal, I'm going to ask another question from you. That actually I'll tell that question. What are the uses for what are the applications of artificial intelligence for chemists? That was the question that I'm going to ask, but I don't need any answer. You can take that answer. Right. Okay. Chitara, you will deliver your marks. Yes, first.
Marks in the sense overall marks or just the Viva question marks?
Overall marks. You can tell about creativity, the points, the accuracy, presentation, and then the Viva, and then your overall marks out of 20.
Sure, sir. So for the creativity, organization, and teamwork, I'm giving 5 marks because everything was going with the flow and the slides were slightly smoothful and everything was perfect. And for the accuracy and content, I will give 3 marks because sometimes I can notice that some people are reading in the paper like it's better if you could present in a way that I don't understand that you're reading from a paper. So, and for the presentation skills and overall finish, I'll give 3 marks. And for the Viva questions, I'm giving 2 marks because at least Kesaru was trying to give an answer. So just because of that, I'm giving 2 marks. So there are pros and cons in your presentation. So as I take the pros, there are many plus points in your teamwork and creativity and overall thing. So the first thing is good presenting skills. Like everybody was talking very clearly up to a good level, like Dhananjaya, Diniti, Sitika, Vikum, and Tulmin. They all were like good. And for the highlighted performance, I can see Kesaru. Kesaru, you have a clear speaking skills, and that was good. And Gihansi, it's better if you could give the explanation in a way more presentable way. And Risadi also very good presenting skills. The way you highlight the places where you needed to be highlighted, that was perfect. And another thing was the way you put up some videos to the slides were giving some thorough idea for us to take an idea about the presentation and like what you are trying to give to us. It was good. And good teamwork, everything was going smoothly with the flow. And cons were like, as I said earlier, the cons were like, I can notice that some kids were reading by papers, and in some places it was lagging. I don't know whether it's my problem or your connection problem, but that's not a big issue. So everything was good. So that's all I had to say.
Right. Chitara, can you finalize your marks? The final mark?
Okay, sir. 13 marks.
Yes, 13 out of 20. So that is Chitara's marks. And then we'll be moving to Shavinda. So Shavinda, you can comment on these pros and cons. But if Chitara's marks is repeating, you don't want to say it again, you can give some fresh ideas to develop these skills. Right? Okay, yes, it's up to you.
Okay, sir, thank you. So first, I'll say how I awarded you marks. For creativity, organization, and teamwork, I have awarded you 5 marks. Your presentation was really nice. And accuracy and content, I awarded you 3 marks. Presentation skills and overall finish 4 marks. And Viva session, you got 2 marks. So commenting on your presentation, first of all, I'll tell you the good side of what I saw in your presentation. First, I would like to say this is a very interesting topic. So lots of people knowing science or those who are very interested in this topic are talking about this topic, and that may be our future. So it's a very interesting topic you all got. So, and your presentation was really impressive. We saw a lot of teamwork in your side during the presentation. Almost everyone participated in this presentation, and it was well organized. Your slides were nice. They were like eye-catching and all. So the other side of your presentation I saw was like, as Chitara said, most of you lacked eye contact. Now, when doing a presentation, you have to manage eye contact as well as you have to be ready with what you are going to read. You know, that should be you should be confident on what you are going to say, and you should also maintain the eye contact. So that is a good presentation skill. So some of you all lack that. So like she said, I saw you all were reading the slides like without giving attention to eye contact, okay? And well, you all have minimized a lot of technical issues. Now this is an online presentation, so there can be issues, but you all have minimized it to a great extent. So that is a plus point. And for the first question, you all did not manage to answer to the question in a related manner. You all were going around the question and did not answer it at that point. So you all lacked some of the points there. And for my question, that was a creative one and it was a good answer. But the only problem I saw in the Viva session was only one person was answering all the questions. So as a team, everyone should support to answer the questions. Like at least one idea would be sufficient from at least 2 or 3 members of the group. So that only Kesaru answered the questions, and Kesaru, in the third question, he directly jumped to an answer saying, I don't know. So that is not a good way to start answering the question. Like that will be a negative effect on you when you are answering a question, like saying directly, I don't know. So that's not a good thing. You all can say your conclusions and all the ways how you are going to elaborate the question and all, and then you can simply say that you are not very sure about saying yes or no. So you can say I don't know in a very simple way, like not directly saying I don't know at the start of your answering question. So it's a very bad thing when you're doing a presentation. So that will be a very big negative effect when gaining marks. So that is why you all lacked a lot of points in your Viva session. So that's all. Overall, it was a good presentation and you all have done a nice job. Yeah, you all have clearly put a large effort on your work and on the slide. So overall, I've given you 14 marks out of 20. So good, and hope everyone best of luck for the future, and thank you, sir.
Right. So Shavinda has explained the other ideas beside Chitara. So then I think you have collected great ideas about your presentation and how to develop this furthermore when you're doing it in a university or in another scale. It is very important for you, right? Okay. Finally, Manoli will deliver her marks. Yes, Manoli.
So in terms of creativity, organization, and teamwork, your team gets 5 marks as the slides are well assembled. As you have used a lot of pictures in your presentation, it's a huge plus point. The team is remarkable as well, and all of you have done a great job. In terms of accuracy and content, in terms of presentation skills and overall finish, you get 4 marks. You have started the presentation with a great introduction. introduction, and adding a video did enhance your presentation. So in terms of, you get 3 out of 5, but the rest of the members could have been more active and participated in this round. So the overall marks is 16 out of 20.
Yeah, okay, it's clear. So I think the other examiners, they have added their ideas only. So then the overall marks you are getting for your presentation is, it is 14.3. So then I'll be moving to the next decimal and give you the overall marks. So that is out of, that is 15, right? So that is 15 out of 20, right? That is 15 out of 20 for your overall marks. So then actually we're going to finish your session from here and we're going to start the next session. So then finally, I would have to say thank you very much, dear students. You have given a nice experience on your school time, on your school life. So this will be a remarkable experience for you. As it is an online session, you have joined well and you have done some revision sessions and rehearsals and many more things. So that's nice, and in order to create these presentations, visuals, videos. So that's great. Overall, it's a great performance. So then we are making a memory here. So then thank you very much for joining this. So Dhananjay, do you have to add any idea about your presentation? Finally, I'll give only one minute.
Yes, sir. Thank you. First, I want to say thank you for our team members. And sir, you gave a great chance for us. So yes, thank you all.
Okay, okay. So we're going to finish your session from here. So then thank you very much, the examiners, for joining this part. And now we are starting team 2. So please be ready. Now we are going to start team 2. So we are finishing team 1 from here. So your final marks is 15 out of 20. Okay, thank you very much.